Hello, Captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the Flight Show. So we have another product out by Perfect Flight that I thought I would do a first impression / review of, which is FS Approach's Pilot in Command. And it's pretty interesting because unlike the Italy release that I did a review on where it's various approaches, this one's integrated directly into the menu system of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So all you have to do is go to the missions that they already have, and once you load it, you'll see these new missions. Now, they're not as elaborate as the stock missions, like they don't show that little flight path right before the beginning of the missions, but I thought I would go through a couple, just like I did with the Italian approaches, to give you an idea of what it's like. And I'm actually kind of excited to try this out because, in my humble opinion, Microsoft Flight Simulator is visually astounding, but because it's not complete, what is it? The SDK is not complete. That's why you don't, as I understand it, that's why you don't see any study level aircraft ready for it yet. And a lot of other systems, because until SDK is completely ready, there's a limitation of how they can take advantage of the system. So basically, this is a big shiny thing that, for lack of a better term, just doesn't have a lot of depth as it turns to those that really want the study level aircraft and systems and so forth. The potential is there, but it's not there yet. So after you're kind of past all the newness of it and the fact that it's shiny things, what do you have? For me, not much. It's a fight to not just go back to Prepared 5 for me. But I'm giving it a chance, and I'm really trying to learn the system as much as I can, despite my lack of enamor with it. But these things help. These third-party things, like what Perfect Flight is presenting FS approaches, because it can get you into an approach to practice your approaches over and over in a given aircraft. You don't have to do a lot to set it up and fill a runway. It's just boom, there you are. And I think there is something for that. There's something to that, rather. So why don't we go in here and take a look at a couple of missions and see what this program has to offer. So this is your menu, just like you would have in, going into Flight Simulator. So if you go into activities, now, by the way, there are 8 missions for Famous, Epic, and Hot Strong Wind. So it's a total of 24 missions or approaches. So let's go over here to Famous. And right off the back, you can see that there are some more missions that you would not be accustomed to because of the missions that you've been flying, if you've been flying them at all, inside of Flight Simulator. So when I saw Sitka, I was like, oh my gosh, like one of the most famous missions from the original Flight Simulator series. I got to do this one. But it was a little disappointing, only because it wasn't that mission from Flight Simulator 10. And in fact, it was the approach from the opposite direction. But it was still nice to fly it, so let's go ahead and do this one. We'll do Sitka approach. And so notice that they're not giving you what's your landing speed, so on and so forth. It's like you would with the stock missions. But they do give you a setup. Sitka Rocky Gutierrez Airport in the state-owned public use airport located west of the Central Business District of Sitka, a city and borough in the U.S. state of Alaska. It has no direct road access to the outside world, although it has car ferry access. So we're going to be arriving on runway 11.
I found this on the web for Edinburgh in a U.S. state of Alaska. Has no...
So, I don't know why Siri thought I was talking to her, but she just decided to crash. So the runway length is 6,494 feet, and the runway elevation is 24 feet. So let's go ahead and jump in here and see what it has to offer. So they give you a little bit of look of the runway setup. We'll be coming from this way, in opposed to the original mission in Flight Simulator 10, where you actually came kind of in this ravine and then you came over to align yourself with the runway. And if you remember the ocean liner that you would have to fly over, memories. But yeah, we're going to be coming from this way, so screw all that. But nevertheless, looking forward to it. It's actually visually very pleasing. I think you'll like what it has to offer. All right, I'll bring you back as soon as it's done loading. So here we are in the cockpit, and I'm using my tracker software, so it makes moving a little bit more, well, much more fluid. So I'm going to trim up my aircraft for the approach. And again, the good part about this is if you want to get familiar with the landing characteristics of any of the aircraft, we're gonna have to look and see. Do you have the ability to change aircraft for this? I don't know. I didn't check. I don't think so. But of the aircraft that they use, this is an opportunity to get familiar these missions to see their landing characteristics. Sorry for sounding redundant, but you just load it up and you just do it, which is something that I can appreciate. Sometimes you have members that just don't necessarily want to go through a whole lot of rigmarole to get to a flying mission. They just want to get in and fly and enjoy themselves. The hardcore people, okay, they're willing to do a whole lot more, but again, every now and then I want to just get in and do an approach. Okay. It's looking good so far.
500.
Trimming up the aircraft just a little bit more. Excellent. So now bring back the throttle a bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I don't have to put in quite so much stick movement. Bringing back the throttle. Alright, here we go. And this airport looks a whole lot more in depth than Flight Simulator 10, so that's impressive. No ocean liners that I can see. Okay. Have a decent flare going on. Just fly it into the runway. Cut throttle. Add a little bit of brake. Aero braking, pulling back on the stick. Not bad if I say for myself. Okay. All right, let's see if we can bring it in over here. I'm not sure which way I'm supposed to go to get to those marshalers. I think, okay, we'll go this way. Because I can't tell which way they're facing. Oh, I see. I should have went down and come back, but that's all right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this. Just come over here. And then we'll come back around. Should have come over here. He's a little misaligned for where you... Oh, he wants me to come back this way. Okay, I'm going to assume you want me to line here, even though you're standing kind of over there. I can dig that. All right. Brakes are on. Turning off lights on my honeycomb. Now, I don't necessarily, there's no real official, this mission is over. So, there you have it. All right, let's try another approach. Okay, here we are back at our menu. And I feel like I need to give some love to our flight sim brethren in Australia by doing, not Australia, but New Zealand. That region, forgive me, two separate countries, much less continent. But let's do Auckland in Auckland, New Zealand. I don't think that they or the Aussies get enough love in terms of the videos that are posted on the internet. So let's go ahead and do this one. Now, mind you, I have not done this before because I was actually planning on doing another one, but I thought to myself, let's give Auckland some attention here. So Auckland is the largest and the busiest airport in New Zealand with over 21 million passengers in the year ended in 2019, because 2020 has been a complete wash. The airport is located near the Mangere, if I'm saying that right, a residential suburb, and Airport Oaks, a service hub suburb 21 kilometers or 13 miles south of Auckland City Centre. It is both a domestic and international hub for Air New Zealand and the New Zealand hub for Jetstar Airlines. We'll be coming in on runway 23 left, and the runway length is 12,078 feet. But since we're doing like a, general aviation business jet, that's plenty of runway. So let's go do the darn thing. Bring you back in just a moment. Okay, this is us lining up for this approach. Beautiful weather. Let's go ahead and do it. Ooh, really dropped there. Alright, let's get my... Not sure why I dropped. I think you need to jump in real quick, because if you come in off of a pause in a long time, for some reason I feel like it changes the characteristics of the aircraft, or at least it feels that way. But okay, let's go ahead and knock this out. We're already at full flaps that I can see right there. We've got a decent flare, although I could be a little bit higher. Yeah, this is completely an ugly approach, but that's okay. I have to show you my skills of correcting. Okay, dropping the throttle. Now we're lining up nicely. Giving it a little bit of trim. There we go. That way I don't have to put too much back pressure on the controls. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, decent. Not a lot of traffic here today, but that's all right. exit here. All right. Raise flaps. Now I won't do all the total taxi all the way, but it is definitely an enjoyable approach. And again, just do it over and over so you can practice your landings. Not a whole lot to set up, just do it. Okay, let's take a look at another. Okay, I thought maybe this time we'll try something in Epic. That's from the FS Perfect Flight's flight, in command. So let's see here. Telluride. Oh, wow. And in an Airbus and at night? I think I'd want some practice before I do that one. Let's see what others are here. Because this is stock. I know that's already stock. Paro. I think that's actually new. Let's see. Let's look in the documentation of what the new ones are. Hold on. I'm just taking a look over here. Sitka, Anchorage, Rome, Dubai, Oakland, Auckland. Oh, okay. So in Epic, Saint Martin. Should that be Saint Martin? Did they? It's SINT in the manual, but I thought that was Saint Martin. But okay, I think that's Saint Martin. Yeah. Chagall, Telluride, Saba, Kenasai. Okay, so Kenasai is new, which is here. That's not part. I was wondering if that was one of the ones that were released for Japan, because they just done the update and Japan had some stuff added, so I wasn't sure. And then you've got Tanakaten, which I think it's all. There's a stock one of that already as well. But okay, let's go ahead and do Saint Martin. Oh, it is, okay, we'll go. Princess Juliana International Airport. Let's rock this. Because this approach, if you did Flight Simulator 10, I know you must have flown this a bazillion times. And as a matter of fact, I have one of my most seen videos on my channel is actually flying a RJ, the RJ 700 into. You remember that mission, flying into Princess Juliana. And then I actually later on switched that aircraft out to do the same approach with a 747. I think I did it again with a 777. But those are all on the channel, so this is kind of nostalgic here, which is one of the reasons I wanted to choose it. So it's almost loaded, so please leave a comment what you think of this. All I find it to be is it's not, anything that's like, oh my gosh, you gotta have this. But if you're getting a little bored as you're waiting for the study level aircraft to show up, which I am, these are nice approaches to just hop into if you want to fly, get your fix, and then get on with life, which is what I've really had to be doing lately. Okay, so here we are in my 747, but I have this view saved because it's much better for approach. Alright. Now I am not using the auto throttle. Oh, by the way, as you may know from some of my out-of-the-cockpit, over-the-shoulder approaches that I've done, I use the VR Insight MPC2, and now with the release of UPCI, I always mess that up. But the 7th version of that, released by Pete Townsend, I believe is his name. Forgive me if I've hacked that up. But you can actually use the VR Insight MPC2 with Flight Simulator, which is really cool. It's a little buggy, but you can do it. I think I'll do a video on that soon too. Okay, I'm going to bring down my approach speed. And let's just go ahead. If we turn on our auto throttle, that needs to come down. I'm going to leave my auto throttle off. And get back here. There we go. We're a little over to the left. And while we're at this, let's go ahead and put our auto brake set to 3. I don't necessarily say this brings back memories because you came kind of from a different, your approach was from a different heading or bearing relative to the runway, and also it was a different time of day. And it was a different aircraft, so, you know, but it's good to just check it out. I wonder if Fly Tampa is going to be doing a version of this for Flight Simulator. I just can't imagine who else would do it because they have the most beautiful rendering of Princess Juliana in the flight sim world. Okay, this is a little high on the speed. Should have had my face in the cockpit a little bit more. It's okay. I'm going to bleed it off. We're a little high, but we can make this happen.
500, 400.
Starting to flare. That's also dropping our airspeed down.
200.
There we go.
100.
Over the beach.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
All right. Reversers. Turn off reversers. Okay, we can turn off the auto brake. And I think we can turn around here. Oh, we got got the vehicle on the runway. Get out of here. Are you the follow me vehicle? If so, that's kind of cool. Turn, turn. Not too bad. Remember, our wheel is recessed back there, so I think this would be okay. I'm not entirely sure. All right. Y'all doing? Get off the runway. Just ignoring you. Does make you wonder what it's going to be like when they release Queen of the Skies for Flight Simulator. All right. I think all of the gates are taken. Oh, there's one gate open. We can take this one. All right. I'm gonna say it again. Chase plane. Y'all working on this? Can I get my buttons back? Just using chase plane? Because their system sucks, or at least to me. You out there, chase plane? Please tell me you're going to be making something. All right, bring up flaps. And turn on the APU. I think we'll bring it in just a little bit more. All right. Let's see. APU available. Bring in the jetway. I did that using FS Crew 2's Ground Crew Express, Pushback Express. That's how I controlled that. Just quickly, I'll do the door because you wait to see it once it docks. And maybe it will not open because it isn't there yet. I don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's opening once it got close. That's cool. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Oh, that was a little tight. There we go. All right. Excelente. All right. Well, hope you like this. I think we'll end it here. Yeah, get that lined up again. So there you have it. Perfect Flight's missions seamlessly integrated into the menu system for Flight Simulator. I think there is one other thing that I would like to do before I let you go. I would like to see, if we go back to the menu, can you switch at least liveries while you do this? I didn't notice a thing that would allow you to do it, but we'll do it real quick before I let you go. All right, so we go in here. Pick a mission. Just pick any old thing. All right, and from here it would seem no, because you got this. Fly, go back. Doesn't let you change aircraft. So yeah, what you have is what you have. If it's a generic livery, then it's just a generic livery. Well, I hope you liked the little review and first impressions. I do like the idea that it integrates seamlessly into the menu. Oh, look, strong winds. What are some of the places that we have for strong wind? London City, Wellington, Zurich, another place in New Zealand, Wellington, Zurich, Boston Logan, Hong Kong, Key West. Okay, so where's London City? Okay, so it's going to be the Learjet for London City. Okay, well, it's a good stock of approaches. I hope you enjoy it. I think I'm going to enjoy having this. It was like €10, not that big of an investment, and it just broadens your missions to give this thing a little bit more life until we get our study level aircraft and other third-party software in here. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review, and I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.